them beautifully done, and so Walt started packaging them together and making them feature length.
In 1946, Make Mine Music was released. It consisted of several animated segments featuring popular music of that era, provided by Nelson Eddy, Dinah Shore, Benny Goodman, and the Andrews Sisters.
Here comes a cartoon movie from Walt Disney. A lot of people have been waiting for that a long, long time.
With the end of the war, Walt revived Mickey and the Beanstalk for his first and most famous star, and decided to pair it with Bongo. The introduction of the lovable little circus bear would make Mickey's return to the silver screen an even more sensational event. Since his debut, Mickey Mouse's voice had been provided by his creator, Walt Disney.
He still speaks for me, and I still speak for him. In Steamboat Willie, in addition to speaking for Mickey, I also supplied a few sound effects for Minnie, his girlfriend.
Here, in a recently discovered rare film clip, Walt Disney performs as Mickey Mouse with Billy Bletcher in a recording session for Mr. Mouse Takes a Trip.
Oh, it's you, huh?
Yeah, it's me, I guess.
All alone, without your dog.
Yeah, all alone.
You know, I used to have a little cat once. And when it was left all alone, it'd cry.
Walt had recorded Mickey's voice for Mickey and the Beanstalk in the spring and summer of 1941. This film would be the last time that Walt would regularly provide Mickey's voice. Jiminy Cricket, the popular supporting character from Pinocchio, was recruited to set the lighthearted tone for fun and fancy-free.
Jay Cricket. You can call me Jiminy. Oops. Sorry.
And if there was ever a happy-go-lucky cricket, it's Jiminy. And because the theme of our show is on the lighter side, we're going to let him be our guide and narrator.
Giving voice to Jiminy was his original voice, Cliff Edwards.
They called him Ukulele-Eye, and he was big. He had just a nice voice, unusual voice. It had a great range from high falsetto down to lower register.
I'm a happy-go-lucky fellow, full of fun and fancy-free, and you can make the whole world seem mellow. Take it in your stride like me. Don't cross a bridge of people on the corner until you're there. Just learn to smile, and in a while you find trouble is a bubble of air.
Get a happy-go-lucky feeling. Keep it, and I guarantee that you'll find you'll wind up living in the sun, full of fun and fancy-free.
This sprightly song, I'm a Happy-Go-Lucky Fellow, which opens Fun and Fancy-Free, had actually been written for, but dropped from Pinocchio nearly a decade earlier.
I have to say a word about Billy Gilbert, who does the voice of Willie the Giant.
I can change myself into the darndest things.
Delightful guy whose shtick was a comic sneeze. Because he was so well known for this sneezing routine, when they auditioned voices for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, he was the obvious choice to do the voice of Sneezy.
You're sneezy.
When they recorded the voice of Willie for Mickey and the Beanstalk, they thought of him again.
What follows, presented publicly for the first time, is Billy Gilbert's original test recording for the role of Willie the Giant.
That's it.
But look, I want to be a Easter bunny with pink ears, pink eyes, and pink feet, and a pink, I want to be pink. You sure you don't want a pink bunny?
A human host was chosen to tell the story of Mickey and the Beanstalk, ventriloquist Edgar Bergen.
Edgar Bergen? Never heard of him.
Edgar Bergen, who is best known today for being Candace Bergen's father, was at that time a hugely popular star of radio, who had also been in a number of movies. And he achieved the incredible feat of becoming a star on radio as a ventriloquist. And Charlie and Mortimer seemed as real as any characters that anyone else could have brought to life.
You just wanted someone to sing him to sleep.
Well, why didn't he turn on the radio?
Well, they didn't have radios in those days.
Yeah, that's why they called it Happy Valley.
Bergen and Walt Disney were longtime friends. Walt had even featured Bergen's Charlie McCarthy in several short cartoons.
What a beautiful sunrise. Is that your nose?
In 1950, Bergen would also be a guest on Disney's very first television program.
Mr. Bergen, is there anything you would like to see in the Magic Mirror?
Co-starring in the live-action segments was child actor Luana Patton.
Walt was also starting to build a kind of a repertory company as he moved into live action. And the first young stars he had were Bobby Driscoll and Luana Patton, who he had found for Song of the South.
Telling the story of Bongo was Dinah Shore.
Oh, a musical story sung by Dinah Shore. Well, what are we waiting for?
Dinah Shore was a very popular singer at the time, had hit records, and also was featured on her own weekly radio show, soon to be a television show. So having her name as the singer-narrator of Bongo was a real asset to the film.
This is still the place for a fella like me. Just lazy and loafing and fancy-free.
Fun and Fancy Free premiered on September 27th, 1947. Package films like Fun and Fancy Free kept the Disney magic alive in the eyes of movie audiences. And with these films, the Disney studio built up its creative strength to produce a whole new series of feature animation successes. For war-weary audiences, Fun and Fancy Free was a refreshing tonic, a tuneful and carefree jaunt with friendly and familiar characters, under the guiding hand of favorite storyteller Walt Disney. The same holds true today.
It's just an entertaining film that's really well done.
That you find you wind up living in the sun, full of fun and fancy free.
Bye now.